ADHD and negative effects on trauma. Comment your experience down below. But one of the big negative effects that ADHD will have on trauma is emotional deregulation. We already struggle with this when it comes to us being ADHD. Emotions are hard for us to manage. Well, when it comes to trauma and a trigger of a trauma, our emotional regulation can be even worse. It can be harder for us to even get into a stimming or to get into a calming factor. In a lot of cases, what it will lead to is extreme temper and anger outbursts, or it can lead to immediate shutdown. And that's one of the weirdest things. Like, people with ADHD can go hypervigilant, stonewall, disassociate, lock down, no communication, and all of a sudden it's like Fort Knox just went up around them. It is something, and because they can't emotionally regulate and they get so stuck into this trauma loop in their head. It's very, very freaky. I know, because this is one of the ways that it actually affects me. Also, anger can be a huge one too, and that's where a lot of times the anger and rage can be so intense that it makes no sense. It's not even the dopamine cycle that's happening, it's the fact that the trauma is fueling it and they don't know how to emotionally regulate it. So it creates so much more of an intense reaction when you do become triggered and trying to emotionally regulate. That's why a lot of times people who struggle with like self-harm are ADHD, and they're using it as a form to try and emotionally regulate, because we can't get these emotions under control. And it's this loss of control that you almost black out when this is happening. You are not fully there. Very, very freaky. And this is something I wish I would have known. I got diagnosed with ADD at 13, re-diagnosed ADHD at 17, and I ended up losing a wife to suicide, my dad to suicide. I had a lot of childhood trauma even, and I never knew any of this. And this is a game changer for a lot of people. If you struggle with trauma and you are ADHD, please see a therapist, see a trauma therapist, get the true help, whatever it takes, because there's a lot of healing that has to take place, and it won't have to negatively always impact your life.